10 animals with zero survival instincts. Here are 10 examples of animals that are considered to have relatively low survival instincts. 1. Sloths. Sloths are known for their slow movements and low metabolic rate, which can make it challenging for them to escape from predators or find food efficiently. 2. Koala. Koalas have a limited diet of eucalyptus leaves, which provide low nutritional value. Their slow metabolism and sedentary lifestyle can make them vulnerable to changes in habitat and limited food sources. 3. Panda. Giant pandas primarily feed on bamboo, which has low nutrient content. Their specialized diet and low reproductive rate make them susceptible to habitat loss and limited food availability. 4. Dodo. The dodo, now extinct, was a flightless bird that inhabited the island of Mauritius. Due to its isolation and lack of natural predators, the dodo evolved with few defense mechanisms and was easily hunted by humans and introduced animals. 5. Kakapo. The kakapo is a flightless parrot native to New Zealand. Its ground-dwelling nature and inability to fly make it vulnerable to predation, especially from introduced predators. 6. Axolotl. The axolotl is a unique salamander species that remains in its larval form throughout its life. While this trait allows them to retain regenerative abilities, it also limits their mobility and makes them more susceptible to predation. 7. Manatee. Manatees are slow-moving marine mammals that have low reproductive rates and rely on seagrass beds for food. Their docile nature and dependence on specific habitats make them vulnerable to boat strikes, entanglement in fishing gear, and habitat degradation. 8. Kiwi. Kiwis are flightless birds native to New Zealand. Their small size, weak wings, and ground-dwelling behavior make them vulnerable to predation by introduced mammals. 9. Polar bear. While polar bears are highly adapted to their Arctic environment, their dependence on sea ice for hunting seals is threatened by climate change. The reduction of sea ice limits their access to prey and increases their vulnerability. 10. Three-toed sloth. Similar to the sloth mentioned earlier, three-toed sloths have slow movements and low metabolic rates. These traits make them less agile and more vulnerable to predators. It's worth noting that each of these animals has unique characteristics and adaptations that have allowed them to survive in their respective niches. While they may have certain limitations or behaviors that can be perceived as low survival instincts,